Hi, this is the Bitcoin morning brief, at least for those like me on the East Coast. Obviously not so much for Tone. I'm just gonna cut right to it because I can't even keep a straight face looking at Tone right now. We know you had some serious tequila sunrises last night. Where the hell are you?
Oh, we're at the after party. The blockchain day, Moscow just ended, and we got food and drinks and oh wait, I'm not even on. Hold on a second. There we go. I'm on the gallery. So there's your view.
That's your watch, Tone.
My hand's in the way. There we go. All right, let's get back. Let's get to the news because I actually wanna have some fun.
Have you been able to read the news? That's a question. I don't know how many cocktails you've already had.
No, that's why you're doing the show with me, Leah.
Oh, all right. Well, let's see what's up. Okay, going to screen share so we don't have to look at Tone anymore. Maybe later we'll see what's up. Okay. First story is actually not Snowden. Looks like we both are at a club. Okay. So Japan warns Binance exchange over licensing. Obviously, this has kind of been all over the Twitter sphere. So Binance, obviously one of the world's biggest cryptocurrency exchanges, has been ordered by the Financial Services Agency in Tokyo to suspend its operations in Japan. So, right, Binance has been having quite a hard time at it for the past couple months, right? In February, the system outage, then a month later, pretty much when I started it on Tone's show, Binance was thwarting the attempt to steal users' coins, right? And Japanese trading represents the largest volume in the world. So, however, Binance has never been formally registered in Japan. And as we have been covering, Japanese regulators are seriously bent on ensuring that their exchanges are regulated. So, Tone, I can't hear you anymore, so I'm hoping you're still on. But
yeah, no, I'm on. I was just muted.
Okay, sounds good. You want to take over?
Sure.
What's up with, what do you think, given that Japan is so pro-Bitcoin, they're trying to create very clean regulations, and now they just kick Binance out? What does the exchanges look like moving forward in the Japanese market?
I'm not sure how does it help by Binance moving to Malta? I don't know if that's the next story we're gonna cover or not, right?
It is.
Like Japan is not allowing Binance because they know that they're trading unlicensed, unregistered security. Not to mention Binance itself is its own unlicensed, unregistered security. So any responsible country would want this kind of exchange to be licensed in trading securities because there's nothing stopping Binance from running away with all of your crypto. There's nothing stopping it. It's just the environment. So I can't have a fundamental problem with this because none of these exchanges are safe. And I've always been against Binance because they ICO'd. So Binance scammed the people in order to launch this exchange to begin with. So I have no problem with this.
All right, let's move to Malta. We're doing this one quick. I don't know when the cocktails are going to come your way. So I guess, I'll just start off, Tone. I don't know how American you are. Let's find out right now. Island in the Sun by Weezer. You want to start singing it?
Oh, yeah, sure. Like I already got scolded for not knowing any Beatles songs or what was that other one?
Everything? Stones?
Yeah, Rolling Stones, that one. Yeah, well, like I'm gonna know a song by Weezer. That's great.
Okay, so
give me a hip hop or an R&B song from like the 90s or 2000s. I'll be able to know that one.
Say My Name by Destiny's Child.
Perfect. You want me to sing it now or save it
right
for later?
now? Right now.
Yeah, that happened.
Okay, so what's interesting about this is that Binance hopes to open, right, a fiat to crypto exchange here. Now, just moving forward, right, like Malta's part of the EU, and if they want the EU, if they want to do this to dodge taxes, then the EU is going to get super upset, right, and start taxing, regulating. They probably won't care that much if it's just sketchiness, which it also sounds like, but tax evasion is going to piss the hell out of them. And they're going to come down like Thor's hammer. So I will say, side note, good choice, because Malta's a beautiful destination spot. But Tone, they're moving from Japan to Malta. Uh-oh. Tone.
Sorry. It's not going to make a difference. It's not the fact that they're like, it's not going to matter where they're incorporated, right? Because it'll matter. I mean, they were incorporated in Japan, right? I guess. I don't know why they incorporated in Japan to begin with. Why would you incorporate in Japan when the moment your exchange gets popular, Japan tells you no? Don't you supposed to know this stuff ahead of time? So I don't see how it's going to matter. Binance is now on Japan's radar. Whether they change incorporation to Malta is probably not going to change the fact that Japan is going to say you can't operate here.
Right. Sorry, I'm also trying to pick you up on the YouTube, but I only have your Twitter. Right. I don't think there's too much to this. I'm also trying to go quickly, but we'll follow it. We'll also see if they try to open up in other places. I know I read that they were pretty much picking between Malta and the Cayman Islands. So this will, I think, be kind of funny while it develops. But Tone,
What's up?
let's get you in trouble here. Snowden. So before I even get into this one, right? You were on RT. My understanding is Russia's probably asking you a bunch of questions right now about your thoughts on Snowden. So just hit us.
Yeah, I don't really see this story as being a Snowden story. Again, like the other day, we were dealing with, potential bad images on the blockchain, a story from 2013. Once again, this is a story from 2013. I don't know why. I mean, everything is just being rehashed. The thing is, Bitcoin is not that anonymous. People know this. Lots of people are in prison now because they thought Bitcoin was more anonymous than it is. Maybe one day it'll be more anonymous. Maybe it doesn't have to be more anonymous. But Bitcoin is doing its job well right now, and I explained it on that RT video. I tweeted it out the other day. I think it's still pinned to my Twitter profile. And anonymity features are coming. The problem with putting anonymity features at the protocol level is that it makes your blockchain very, very difficult to work with, very, very difficult to troubleshoot, with potentially enormous issues that are irreversible. This is why Zcash and Monero have a much lesser chance of surviving into the future than Bitcoin has from adding anonymity down the line. And it's going to get a lot better. I think there are lots of innovations are coming as far as anonymity of the payments, and you have to be careful. Personally, I don't think anyone in crypto, not anyone, I think there's a very tiny percentage of people in crypto that care about anonymity, because if people actually cared about anonymity, a Coinbase would have never had a business to begin with. 95% of the people couldn't care less about anonymity because they're using Coinbase and BitPay and all these exchanges and all these other means, and then they're complaining about Bitcoin's not anonymous. And it's the same people that are making it not anonymous by using KYC places to buy their Bitcoin because they're too cheap or too scared to buy it on the street like people like me did.
Tone, given that you're a drinker 2N, you want to give a quick comment of his love of Zcash?
Why? My love of... doing a live podcast. Mm-hmm. Yes. What's up? What was the question?
Pushing Zcash, your favorite topic.
What about it?
How those cocktails are working in you. You want to give one quick comment about it?
Well, I mean, I don't like Zcash because of the mining subsidy. I mean, they're basically printing 20% of all Zcash for themselves, and I like that. Not to mention that the technology itself is not proven, and it was deemed unsafe to put into Bitcoin. So Zuko is trying to prove all of the Bitcoin core developers wrong by doing it himself. And of course, he can't do it himself. He needs your money to do it. So he's charging you 20% on all of your mining efforts. With people like Roger Ver and Barry Silbert and a few other prominent people collecting your money by buying into yet another shitcoin. So I don't like Zcash. The experts that I trust tell me the technology is not good. It's not really scalable. And when you ask Zuko, is it possible that someone is printing infinite amount of Zcash at your protocol level, his answer will be, well, we don't really know. We'll have to do a full audit on all of the coins. And I'm like, well, doesn't that kill anonymity? Honestly, I don't think they have any idea what they're doing, and they're just scamming a bunch of people. Those are my thoughts on Zcash.
You know, it kind of sounds like you like Bitcoin, just, you know, putting it out there.
A little bit. A little
Okay,
bit.
well, let's talk about smashing ICOs then. All right, Wall Street Journal, SEC to examine up to 100 crypto-related hedge funds. So pretty self-explanatory right here, as per the title. So I actually love this story. I'm gonna try to get you riled up. But the number of hedge funds this year soared, with actually AUM, assets under management, right, varying between a couple millions to actually a couple billions. So the ones focused on trading cryptocurrencies have actually made solid returns this year amid a sharp sell-off in a highly volatile market. And often with hedge funds, this is through utilizing companies like GLG and getting Edge. So it's very interesting to me. I really do find this hedge fund story super important because the SEC is gathering data on the usage of crypto among 100 hedge funds that are primarily crypto related, right? They want to know if they're acting in concert to manipulate price in a very liquid market. So it's going to be many months before they can draw a conclusion. But Tone, I think it's quite a fun warning shot to the hedge funds.
Hey guys, I just got a refill. This is Miguel from RT, actually. We just talked about the interview that I did for RT in a previous story. But so thank you for the drink. Enjoy the conference.
Very much so, and I really want to thank this man for actually paving a little way in for me at the conference. It was great to be here, to listen to the amazing words of wisdom by Tone Vays. As always, it's exciting to hear that hard truth that very well we all may face. And it's always refreshing to get that point of view.
All right.
So thank you, Tone.
Thanks, man. Okay, so on this story, everyone should go and watch my last crypto scam episode. It was called Crypto Scam Hedge Funds. I'm very curious if the SEC watched that episode of Crypto Scam Hedge Funds. I think the whole concept is absolutely ridiculous. Most of these crypto hedge funds is actually like that thing that the congressman said, that crypto is, a bunch of guys in their, underwear telling their wives that they're going to be millionaires. A lot of these crypto hedge fund managers, that's what they are. It is actually a bunch of guys in their basements, mostly guys, actually. I don't know any women that are running crypto hedge funds. Maybe they're not being that silly, but most of these crypto hedge funds are totally ridiculous. None of these guys know what they're doing. And if they are running anything of significant value, they need to be registered as investment institutions. So we'll see what the SEC says, but most of these crypto hedge funds are totally ridiculous.
Tone, you published this on October 28th, 2017. Was there something specific that piqued your interest then?
Yeah, I interviewed, oh wait, there was a female running a crypto hedge fund. I interviewed this Augusta Summers, who's a managing partner in one of these crypto hedge funds, and she was homeless 1 year earlier than starting her crypto hedge fund. And that kind of sparked the idea, hey, maybe I should take a look at these crypto hedge funds because clearly the reporting in this space is not doing their job.
Sounds good. I thought it'd be better to put you back on full screen there. All right, sounds good. Dow was down yesterday. Today it looks perfectly fine. It's actually up. Gold is up. It's a lot of fun stuff and FUD in the markets. But what's up with Bitcoin? It was down too.
All right, let's go take a look. Where's my screen share? Music's back. I don't know what happened.
Do you think you could do your TA while moonwalking at the same time?
Oh yeah, that's perfect. Like drinking is not enough, right?
I'm gonna just keep trying.
All right, let me move this over. Let's see what we got. All right, Bitcoin is down. The weekly chart again hasn't changed, but remember, well, what's today? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday?
Friday.
All right, Friday. So we only got 2 days to go, guys. 2 days to go. If this candle closes near the bottom, that is not spelling well for next week. I know you and Tyler, I think, went live earlier today, right? I didn't see it. But I'm curious what Hyperwave's going to say. But I'm not as bullish as Tyler on the markets right here. I'm still fairly bearish. The daily chart, oh, wow. That's not as bad as it looked earlier. We were down quite a bit today, huh? We went all the way to 8,200. This pullback at the end of the day is showing us a little bit of strength. But look, I was always going to be cautious around the time of the death cross. And everyone is looking at this death cross now. And let's see if we can avoid it. We would have to go way up. Right now, as you can see, I would be totally neutral. And traditional trading would have you already be in a short position. The time indicator has you on a price flip. So you would need a red 2 trading below a red 1 or a red 3 trading below a red 2. If we close at this level, it's going to be harder to go all the way down to 8,200 in order to activate the short trade. And even if you do go down to 8,200, you're going to be bumping up against support. So right now, Bitcoin is totally neutral to me. I would not be looking to buy or looking to sell. I would be staying in neutral right now. Looking at a shorter time frame, the 4-hour chart gave you some nice buying opportunities here between the 9 buy and 13, which I continue to really like in these markets. The aggressive 13 has been fairly well. So you got a couple of green arrows here to help you bounce right off the 50-period moving average. On 1-hour chart, there's not much going on. And finally, the 12-hour chart is a bit bearish, but don't forget that aggressive 13. So we could be looking at a little bit of a bounce. So that's pretty much my outlook on the markets. Oh, S&P 500, let me glance. Yeah,
it's back down.
Yeah, it's going back down, but we are on a 7 of 9, and tomorrow should be a 13 and the 200-day moving average. So I would actually be looking for a potential bounce in the stock market somewhere on Monday or Tuesday.
All right, sounds good. We'll see what happens at 4:30 and at 8 p.m. Tone, have fun. Again, you can find us on the World Crypto Network on the iTunes channel. Thank you so much, you guys. This is the Bitcoin, at least morning brief here in the East Coast of the States. And Tone?
Yeah, it's almost 9 o'clock here in Moscow. And man, I probably shouldn't say it, but I'll be off to Kiev tomorrow because several people have already been kidnapped there. But I'm going to take my chances and off to Kiev tomorrow.
All right. Well, as Van Wilder said, if you take life too seriously, you'll never get out alive, right? So have fun.
Exactly. Thanks. Thank you
Bye,
for watching,
everybody.
guys.